Big mistake, I made this early in my career. I painted things I thought I could sell. And then through reading and talking to my mentors, they said, no, paint for the sheer pleasure of creating. And then once it's completed, then come up with a strategy on how to sell. Don't paint to sell.
Hey everyone, I'm Don Stewart, the artist at ArtistChronicle.com, and today I'm with a fellow artist, and he is also a business coach with AdvoCoach. His name is Randy Moser, and he's located here in North Carolina. Tell me a little bit about your background with marketing.
I've been in marketing for 35 plus years. I love marketing. Marketing sometimes looks mysterious, but it really isn't. There's just basic principles, and if you follow those principles, you should have a successful outcome.
What could you tell an artist if they come to you and they ask you, well, why isn't my work selling?
There are basic principles of marketing, and you want to make sure that you have your product, it's the right product. Am I painting still lifes when right now portraits of dogs are the big thing? You have to make sure you have it priced properly. You're not going to be maybe out in California in a gallery that sells $25,000 paintings and you're selling yours for $400. It's not going to fit, or vice versa. And also you have to make sure you have it in the right place, in the right venue. If you're out in the middle of the desert, I don't know if North Carolina coastal scenes would sell in the middle of Arizona. And then finally, how do I promote it? A lot of people don't realize promotion is 50% of that equation. Whether it be writing a book or whether it be selling a piece of art, they have to focus 50% of their efforts on trying to sell it.
How can I sell my work?
Oh, I recommend to people, we're not asking you to have an MBA in marketing, but you need a plan. It's like anything else, you have to have a plan. How am I going to approach it? And there's some basic things in a marketing plan. One, what is my goal? Is it to be a renowned artist, or is it just to create an identity as a local artist, or is it just to sell some of my art? Once you establish that goal, then what is your objective?
What's the difference between a goal and
Well,
an
a goal is
objective?
quantifiable. In business, when you have set a goal, it's like I want to sell 12 pieces of art over the next 12 months, or I want to sell one piece of art every month. Whereas objective is more qualitative. And once you have an objective, then you just start coming up with 3 or 4 good strategies. Strategies are, what do I want to do? As I just mentioned, my strategy is that I want to contact all galleries in my local market. And then finally, your tactics. And the tactics are, how am I going to do it? If my strategy is I want an awareness with all the local galleries, then a tactic would be that I'm going to pick up the phone or go in live and talk to all the gallery owners to see if they're interested in displaying my work.
When should I sell? Should we be thinking in terms of seasons?
I don't think so with art, because certainly at Christmas or at Father's Day, or there's certain holidays or occasions that people may want to buy as a gift. But if I'm an investor, or if I'm just a person who enjoys good art, it could be on summer vacation. I could go into a gallery, or I could be bored one October afternoon and I go into a gallery. So I don't think there's any specific season. But you need to be aware that what you're trying to do is you're trying to find that person that appreciates your art and says, this is unique, this says something to me. And how you do that is you need to generate interest, in addition to having the gallery owner do it.
Are there some specific things you could tell us that we could do?
Sure. It's all about exposure. You can do networking, let people know that you're out there. You may want to do advertising. I would challenge that to see if you get a return on your investment from the money that you pay for that. You can have little flyers, you can have postcards, you can start a newsletter. Social media is a way. You can set up your own website, very economical. But even if you set up a website, you still have to promote. You need to bring people to that website. So you need to have something unique. In marketing, we call it being a differentiator. You need something that's going to differentiate you from everyone else. And that's a challenge with art, because by nature, art is unique. So you almost have a second layer of differentiation that you have to work with. What's going to make me unique? What I recommend is that people get just an elementary book, on marketing. Guerrilla Marketing, 30-Day Plan. It's a great book. You go in, and it's step by step over the next 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you will have a marketing plan that will work, because it's an excellent template, for people that want to try to set up a modest, simple marketing plan. What I recommend, and this is in business also, I call it return on investment. What I mean by that is, if I was going to display and have a booth in a local art festival, it was going to cost me $400. To break even, I would need to sell at least $400 worth of my work. If I sold more than $400, I made a profit for that day. If I sold less than that, it cost me money. So a lot of times people have great ideas on how to promote, and whether it be yellow pages, whether it be brochures and fancy things, but you need to look at what is it costing you, and am I getting a return? for that. Now, most of the time it's monetary return, but sometimes it can also be, things like I've increased my awareness, people understand, or they know me as an artist. There's things that intangibles that you could probably rationalize you got a return on, but I'm a realist, when it comes to business. So if I'm spending $500, I want to at least get a return on that. I want to at least recoup that money, and I want to sell at least $500, or it doesn't necessarily make sense to use that promotional tactic if I'm not going to get a return.
Is there anything else that you can think of that you wanted to share?
The only thing I'd love to share is any of the artists out there, just paint, or if you draw or whatever, just do it for the sheer enjoyment. The rest will come.